Alright, hello and welcome to Echoes of Color with Jefferey Morrison. How's it going? I'm going to do another whip and chat here once I finish fighting with the camera here. Alright, so this is Craftably's Midnight Warrior by Sarah Burrier. 20 by 28 inches, round drill, 62 colors in total, including 2 ABs, which stands for Aurora Borealis. And they're an iridescent coated type of drill that sparkles a little brighter than that of regular drills, and 2 rhinestones, translucent faceted tops with silver bottoms. Alright, how's it going? Hopefully you're having a wonderful day. Yeah, the sea of twos. Color number 47. Yeah. Big patch of night sky. There's part of the crescent moon here, and rest of her headdress, which is down here. It's a bigger section, so it's not all fitting in. Hopefully I can somewhat make the view half decent. Yeah, we got freezing rain here last night, and I spent like 15 minutes this morning after work thawing out my car. Excuse me, in order to be able to see to drive home to sleep for that few hours to enjoy my weekend off. So, yeah. Hopefully your crafting's going well, your hobbies, if you're just hanging out, always appreciate it having you. Just thought I'd squeak in a whip and chat here for today. Yeah, I worked past couple days, so yeah. See. Yeah, I need to get windshield washer fluid because for the first time in like the 16 years that I've had my Honda Fit, I had seen the windshield washer icon on my dashboard. So when I got my car serviced, I guess they just checked that windshield washer fluid, topped it up. So first time I've seen that icon on the dashboard. Yeah, when you see like an icon on the dashboard in your car, it heart kind of jumps for a second. It's like, oh no, what now? Yeah, it's just windshield washer fluid. I ended up getting 2 jugs of it. Buy one, get one half price or something. So I'm like, yeah, okay, it's windshield washer fluid. We'll use it eventually. So yeah, I just did that. Put gas in my car because, yeah, I was driving on near an empty tank. Yeah, holy cow. Yeah. Some days where it's just after paying all the bills and all that, your car starts running out of gas, and you need like a $20 just to like get to half a tank of gas or whatever. It's just some weeks it's like Russian roulette. Yeah. Yeah, I managed. I got paid this week, so yeah. But money in the account just goes right out for bills and stuff. Yeah, it's clouded over, but I think that's a patch of blue sky. Yeah, it could be gray clouds. Yeah, I think it's just gray clouds. Yeah. Oh well, at least the freezing rain's gone. I had to run errands, so the roads had been salted or something beforehand, so it wasn't treacherous to travel. I have a feeling my brakes slid for a second there on my way home from work. And of course I'm like live on the highway, and yeah, I kind of started braking ahead of time. There's like a car behind me. Probably saying bad words, but I'm driving for the condition. Should have left a little earlier. If you're behind me, I'm just getting home from work. And yeah, of course, leaving the parking lot 15-20 minutes after my shift. Like, I work at 12. Work 12s. We're present employer. It's like, yeah, you kind of want to go home after 12 hours, but no, I was forewarned. I knew there was freezing rain because I had taken garbage out like earlier in the morning, so I almost decked it down the back stairs. I didn't, but I was like, reach for the railing, and there was a layer of ice on it. So, and there's like a little tiny tree adjacent to where I was parked, and yeah, the branches were just covered in a coating of ice. So, and when you get freezing rain, that extra weight on tree branches just creates a natural pruning. Yeah, branches just get even more brittle than they probably are already. So, yeah, I didn't have any branches fall on my car or anything, but yeah. Touch a branch with like a coating of ice on it, and yeah, you have nature's natural pruning. Yeah, I think after a good heavy wind or like a storm, yeah, we play pick up sticks on our property. Just have a bunch of ash trees that are like dying or old or just want to rage quit. So yeah, that's a factor too. But it's trying to snow, and the sun did come out for a few minutes there. Yeah, our driveway is a death trap with thin sheet of ice. Oh boy. It's just winter's trying to hold on, but it's been one of those mild kind of winters too, so it's like, yeah. I don't know, just careful out there if you're in Ontario, Canada, and yeah, it's icy. I'm not sure how far reaching this freezing rain had been, but I just passively heard that there was freezing rain coming yesterday, so yeah, lovely. Black ice is not my friend since I broke my leg. Like, coming home from, or going back to high school on like the day after Christmas holidays, like the day back, and yeah, get a left leg spiral tibia fracture, the best one of that winter, just slipping on black ice on a pathway on the way to the high school. Even if I was just like wearing running shoes or whatever, I still probably would have broke my leg all the same. Yeah, I didn't have like winter gloves on or something. I was just walking to school. I was a couple blocks away, but little things like that, yeah, it just takes seconds for something to happen, and voila, lo and behold. There was a fellow student behind me and saw that I was like fell on the ground. It's like, hey, let's try getting you back up, see if you can walk. And I heard a snap like on my way down, so I was like, yeah, I broke my leg. That was my first ambulance ride, and first shot of morphine in the posterior area. And my brother heard about it later that day or something. I was at the hospital getting casted or something. And he asked me if the morphine was working, and it's like, I don't know. It's all wasted. That was a good shot of morphine. Yeah, I think I had to take liquid morphine later because I cannot swallow pills for the life of me. Just that fear of choking or whatever. So I've managed to swallow one Tylenol. My brother kind of guided me through it, but that's the only Tylenol I could swallow. It's like, just swallow it. Like, I've had to chew Tylenols before. I just some psychological block to not being able to swallow pills, but I'm not one who just has a prescription for drugs or anything. So, of course, my employer has a subscription or prescription plan for over-the-counter drugs, pharmaceutical stuff, if you need it. But there's some sort of discount up to a certain extent, I think. They hand you a benefit booklet and you're supposed to read it, and oops. But it's there if I need it, but yeah. I think morphine or something can become addictive, but I was just given one dose, like one bottle with a certain number of doses, and that was all I needed. So I don't think I ever renewed that. No, I think that's all I needed. So yeah, wow, breaking a leg. So sudden. Just internal break, not bone didn't come out of the leg or anything. Yeah, that's kind of scary, sorry. But no, just regular leg break. But that's probably one of the more traumatic kind of things that's happened to my body. I was involved in a car accident, but very minor injuries. It was winter. I think I was driving on the highway coming from Stratford. It was whiteout conditions, and there had already been an accident, and I saw the accident scene, and I just hit the brakes and just slid into the accident and bumped the car that was already there. And then a car following me behind just bumped my grandmother's car. Yeah, I was driving my grandmother's car. It says, I think it was like G1 or whatever. License at the time. Yeah. Yeah, G1 license. There's a graduated licensing system up here in Canada. I'm not sure about the States, the US, or anywhere else, but basically do a written test for your G1 to get your G1, and then you're only allowed to drive if there's a fully licensed driver with 4 or more years driving experience. This might have changed from time I went through the graduated licensing system. So yeah, G1 with an experienced driver for a year in the front seat, helping you if you need to. Do a road test to get your G2. Drive for a year alone, I believe, and then after a while, I don't know if the time gap is like a year between G1 and G2 to book a road test and yeah, get fully licensed. I'll say that just as a place marker. Want you to get a little more experience on the road. I took driver training as well, and that lowers your insurance rates if government knows you've taken driver training. I took that through like high school or whatever. Yeah, I was offered at the high school, so I did that. Yeah, at 16, I did not rush and get my license. I waited a bit, so because I walked everywhere. Like I lived in Stratford then, so I just this was when I was like working at McDonald's or something when I was a student. So I just went to City Hall in downtown Stratford. The buses were there. Grabbed a bus for like the East End. There's a mall, festival mall or whatever, and McDonald's was like on Ontario Street. It's been renovated and all that, but yeah, I worked at McDonald's through high school. Grades 9 and 10, I believe. Yeah, Stratford Central Secondary School. Yeah, 9 and 10. And I moved to St. Mary's, finished high school, grades 11 and 12 at St. Mary's DCVI, District Collegiate Vocational Institute. How do I still remember that? That was early 2000s or the start of the 2000s. Like, that was 20 something years ago. It's like, yikes. So, yeah. All good. Yeah, just like kind of. So, yeah. But, yeah, the whole whiteout conditions. Yeah, I started talking about driver training and graduate. Yeah, I just go everywhere in these things. But, yeah. Yeah, we have graduated licensing in, I'm sure it's different in the US and everywhere else. I think you just do like a written test and then uh, go do a driving test with an instructor and then you're licensed. Is that how that works? Like, I it almost sounds like that, but I could be wrong. Feel free to comment down below if your driving licensing system is a little different. I could have heard wrong, but yeah, I live in Canada and I think it's still graduated licensing, so they want you to have the confidence to drive independently on the road before you're fully licensed. Kind of annoying, and there's a certain timeline that you have to kind of get a G license. And yeah, if you let your license expire, you have to start over. Yeah. I was getting close to that kind of scenario. I was living in St. Mary's, like with the roommate that one year. I had my G2, but I wasn't fully licensed, and yeah, I had to book a test and get my G license. Like, yeah. It's like, I'm afraid I'm gonna fail. Like, that was kind of a script, a record that was repeating in my head. Like, I'm going to fail. But I just went and did it. But since I, like, was so far along, I think they just gave it to me. Like, I did the driver's test. But I might have failed once. But yeah, of course, when there's an instructor sitting here and it's like, this driving test determines whether you're going to be fully licensed or not. Yeah, going to be a little nervous. And they expect that. Like, relax, fine, just follow the rules of the road. Yeah, I did fail once because of a crossing guard thing. Like, I was braking. Yeah, I didn't go GTA 5 and, like, plow through children crossing. No, it's just the way I braked was probably how I failed. She was crossing and she didn't have her sign out, but mine was just like everywhere. I had stopped, but it's just the way I braked that, yeah, I'm not going to plow through a crossing guard crossing to do a driving test. Like, no, that's one of the rules of the road. Crossing guards have portable stop signs and they're trying to get people across the road safely. Yeah, I just braked funny, and that the instructor just was like, yeah, no, not this time. But they let you finish the test, and then at the end, they tell you what to improve upon. Like, if you mess something up, you mess something up. Like, they want you to understand what happened if you did fail. And even if you pass, there's maybe they overlooked or just kind of went, probably not the best choice or whatever at the time, but yeah, you're competent enough to be behind the wheel of a car. So yeah. Could say when I was younger, fear probably held me back a bit. I was afraid of upsetting people or screwing something up. That kind of lingers today. Like, I hate the feeling of being upset or upsetting people. That kind of lingers, but yeah, I've gotten better. A little more confidence, per se. Oh, excuse me, hiccups. Yeah, don't let fear hold you back. It held me back. Or I was just comfortable with where I was not having a driver's license. I probably missed out on a couple of social things, but I think in high school everybody just wanted to go to parties and they were asking where the next keg party was, that kind of thing. Yeah, other people were like in relationships. I tried that, but yikes. I think I did that in a WIP and chat. Yeah, relationship. I'm just going to focus on working. Yeah, just that's way too much. Juggling a relationship and work and just getting a strip torn off just because I was focused on work, because I wanted to have my own car, because I was raised to, if you want something, you work for it. Basically, when I was like old enough to work, I was working. So even if it was like Tim Hortons, like after school at DCVI, yeah, DCVI, I just worked there for a year. And then Solus came up. So I resigned, gave my 2 weeks notice, went to Solus, stayed there for 16 years, got laid off last March. Yeah, because I've been at my present employer for like a year now. Well, a year March. So I got hired pretty quick. Like, I was laid off for like maybe like a week. Or, no, got laid off that same week that I applied for my present position. I kind of got referred kind of thing, or recommended, or a friend of mine mentioned that a job was available, so I just jumped right on that puppy, and yeah, I am where I am now. So yeah, what a nice friend. Yeah, I don't mind diamond painting and doing these videos, but yeah, I have to work to generate an income. Yeah, this is a hobby, but yeah, don't get me wrong, it is fun to record these, but yeah, it's like I have to pay my bills. Like, basically on my own with my bills. Like, yet again, philosophy from my parents. Like, if you want something for yourself, you're paying for it. So, yeah. And I appreciate what I have a lot more because of that. Sure, the original PlayStation system and maybe the Nintendo Entertainment System, like Super Mario and Duck Hunt, like that bundle. I think brother and I got those for like Christmas all those years back. Yeah, like the Nintendo, like the original Nintendo Entertainment System, I think was a gift from my parents for my brother and I. My mom ended up playing Dr. Mario a lot. Had a few games for, but I remember playing Super Mario and yeah, Dr. Mario myself. So, and the original PlayStation, my brother loved playing Hot Shots Golf or something, and we ended up getting a snowboarding game or something bundled with the system. Cool Borders, maybe? I don't know. Snowboarding. Yeah, I think that's where I first dove into Final Fantasy, Final Fantasy VII, the original, when it came out in 1997. Yeah, I remember buying that at like Zellers or something. I think my brother took me to pick it up. It's like, hey, I want to buy Final Fantasy VII or get Final Fantasy VII. It's like 3 discs, 3 game discs. Like the original and all its polygonal goodness. Classic. I haven't touched I don't have a PlayStation 5, but I think Final Fantasy VII Remake is PS4, but okay, there's a PS5 version, but anyway. Yeah, I appreciated earning money, and I still do, earning money to buy stuff that I like music and stuff. So you appreciate it that much more. Sure, parents buy me stuff every now and then, but it's just like coffees, just small things. Books that I ask for, and I buy my mom books that for her birthday or whatever, or Christmas, holidays, etc. She usually has recommendations on deck, and I just ask, any books you're interested in, like physical paper books, physical holding books. Yeah, so I'm glad I was raised with that mentality of the value of money, working for it. So yeah, that just one lesson that sticks. You appreciate stuff more if you're able to buy it yourself. So that's important. But anyway, you've been watching Echoes of Color with Jeffery Morrison. Down below in the in the description. I put my Facebook profile name, Echoes of Color Facebook business page, and my Instagram. All three I just update every now and then with section completions, kit up, photos of the next canvas. Yeah, the Paint with Diamonds canvas I'm heading into, it's just probably just going to dive right into it. No fancy unboxing or anything. It's going to be a rare occurrence, but yeah. I just did an unboxing the other day of another Craftably, the what was it? It was a fox. Yeah, but that was just for the giggles. But canvas I might do sometime or another. Anyway, I also do walking challenges, so you'll see walking challenges in the description. Conqueror, Lord of the Rings, 5-part. I just basically walk these distances. And Pacer, Silk Road, trading routes in Asia circa 700 BC. They're probably still used today. But yeah, walking challenges, walk the distances, get medals mailed to you. Rinse and repeat with another challenge, various world locations, interactive maps. I'm not earning a commission nor selling it. Those are just website links to the actual website, so you can check it out. Information purposes only. But other than that, take care. All the best with your crafting endeavors, and I'll see you again soon. Bye.